Hello there everyone, my name is Ashen Kami, and today we will be doing a what if, and this what if is, what if Cell was revived in Battle of Gods? Now, this is going to be a very weird what if to start off my channel with, but it could be quite fun. So anyway, let's get right into it. So to start, I'm going to need to retcon some things to make this work. Originally, I wanted to put Cell in Resurrection F, but I thought that wouldn't really make sense, so I'm going to change some things with Battle of God to make this interesting and to make it work. So in this scenario, we're going to need to change some things. So to start off, we need to say the ritual wasn't performed in the past by Yamoshi, but it is still possible. Now even I will admit that's a bit odd to hear, but hear me out. In this scenario, Shenron knows of the possibility to create a Super Saiyan God with the ritual, rather than retelling the Namekian Book of Legends. And we're also going to say that Videl isn't pregnant at this point, although she becomes pregnant roughly at the same time as Bulma to fit this. And hopefully for the last two changes, we need to assume you need 5 Super Saiyans instead of 5 pure-hearted Saiyans, and also that Shenron's explanation isn't a wish out of fear of Beerus. They essentially give him a freebie. Now you're probably saying, for one, why don't they just wish for the original Super Saiyans? You would need control of it, so you wouldn't be able to have a Namek Saga Goku helping in this situation, although I don't know why you would. And also you may be saying, well, Cell isn't fully Saiyan, nor does he go Super Saiyan. And yes, I know he doesn't. I would say, however, that Super Perfect Cell is comparable to a Super Saiyan, or, if you're highballing it, a Super Saiyan 2. Also, side note, while I'm writing this, I realize how fanfiction-y this sounds, but trust me, I'm going to try and make it sound more realistic as I go on. Now, it plays out relatively the same with Vegeta mentioning Tarbal. Then, Vegeta realizing Tarbal isn't a Super Saiyan. This, of course, doesn't surprise him, so they think. And Goku thinks of Cell being part Saiyan. Gohan, clearly angered by the thought of bringing Cell back, Goku being Goku asks Shenron if Cell would work for the ritual. Cell, having Goku and Vegeta's cells, amounts to roughly 20% of his DNA, making him 1/5 Saiyan. And considering Pan could help being a quarter Saiyan, I can assume Cell can. So Shenron does say that Cell can count. Goku quickly asks to revive Cell, to the great dismay of Gohan. Shenron warned Goku, but then, with Goku's pleas, he goes through with it. Suddenly the bio-android's halo disappears in Hell, although, of course, he's still in Hell. Beerus tells Whis to go and retrieve him, at which point Whis returns with Cell. Cell is back on Earth, like he was back in the Cell games. Beerus demands they get on with it. Goku explains the situation. Cell laughs and says, "Why do I have to do this? I can kill you again if I wanted to." Beerus, visibly frustrated, interrupts him and says that he would destroy him and the rest of this wretched planet if they didn't get it done with. Goku then says to Cell that he will give him a great rematch if he does. Cell, having the Saiyan drive, agrees to this and to go through with the ritual. Now on a side note, I know Cell is a villain, but I feel like him being a Saiyan would give him the wants and needs to fight, as he did set up the Cell games, so I can imagine he would want another good fight. And so, like in canon, they gather into a circle and power up to Super Saiyan, and in Cell's case, Super Perfect Cell. Goku, standing opposite Cell, glaring at him. Cell just chuckles at Gohan, and Goku ascends into the air, becoming the first Super Saiyan God. Now, as the Goku and Beerus fight commences, like in canon, Gohan confronts Cell and says that if he tries anything on the Earth, his friends or his family, then he will quickly kill him. Cell retorts in saying that Gohan couldn't beat him, and says that he wants to see how the fight between Goku and Beerus goes, and that he will beat Goku once more. Gohan, getting very annoyed by this, holds back from fighting Cell until the battle between Goku and Beerus done, and Goku and Beerus fly down after their fight. Gohan, still angry about Cell, says that they should just kill Cell as the ritual had been completed. Beerus chimes in and says no one will be killing each other as Cell helped in the ritual. He says the same to Cell, and Gohan apologizes. Beerus reiterates and says that he will destroy them both if they try and kill each other. We're going to assume that Goku explained what the troubles were with Gohan and Cell during their fight. After that, Beerus leaves, and Goku and Cell commence their rematch. course, Goku, being a god at this point, wins the fight. However, in fairness, Cell leaves, satisfied with a good fight, and he goes off into the universe looking for strong fighters. Now we're going to get on to Resurrection F. As per normal, Frieza returns to life and starts training. Over the 4 months, Goku and Vegeta are on Beerus' planet training, and everyone on Earth. However, one key difference is that Gohan, knowing Cell is out there and could return at any moment, starts training again. Now, I don't mean like Goku or Vegeta, so we're not going down the route of Super Saiyan Blue Gohan, but I'd say he'd be able to go to Super Saiyan 2 with ease, and he'd be pushing on regaining his ultimate form. This makes it by the time future arcs roll around, he wouldn't completely be rusty. And with that, I'm going to skip to the ascension of the Frieza Force on Earth. And it happens like normal, except for Gohan having a bit more strength, and he also doesn't get shot in the chest like he does in canon. And like normal, they raise their energy, and Goku and Vegeta lock onto Gohan's energy, and the rest of the Z fighters. But also having instant transmission, Cell locks onto the same energy and appears. Gohan, angered to see Cell again, tells him to get lost. Cell just returns a sly smirk. However, he turns and sees Frieza. It's kind of odd for Cell to see Frieza, considering it's his first time, but Frieza questions him on who he is. Cell returns, "I am perfection." Goku and Vegeta just look annoyed, but with this stranger's interference, Frieza shoots a death beam at Cell, who replies with his own. Frieza, starting to get annoyed with this mockery, transforms into his final form and charges at Cell. Cell starts fighting Frieza, and at the start he has the upper hand, until Frieza kicks him away and transforms quickly into his golden form. Unlike in canon, where he wanted to show it off to Goku to mock him in his Super Saiyan form, he's been ticked off by Cell's mockery and immediately shoots a flurry of death beams going straight through the bio-android. Cell, by Frieza's standpoint, is thought to be dead. However, we know Cell's regeneration wouldn't just let him die from such a pitiful blast. But when Cell's playing dead, Goku commences his fight with Frieza, like in canon. This goes normally until halfway through Vegeta butts in, very irritated of not having a fight with Frieza, and demands to destroy him himself. So, Vegeta vs Frieza occurs. While this is going on, Cell, obviously having regenerated, is preparing a special beam cannon, the Makanko Sapo, knowing Frieza is stronger than him. However, he also knows catching someone off guard could be a deadly tactic, so he thinks maybe with Frieza distracted with Vegeta, he could maybe get a cheap shot in on him. It'd serve him right for shooting him through the chest. Like in canon, Frieza's knocked down by Vegeta, and Vegeta threatens to kill him, but unlike in canon, Sorbet tries to shoot Goku, but fails because Goku's still on guard after his fight with Frieza. Goku catches the blast from Sorbet and tells Vegeta to finish the battle, obviously at his own dismay because he still wants to fight Frieza. So, Vegeta throws Frieza into the air like he did with Nappa. How is this happening? Frieza tries to regain a foothold by charging a massive death ball, but as he's about to throw it, a beam goes straight through his chest. It's Cell. Frieza, barely clinging onto life, throws the death ball directly at Vegeta. Vegeta, angered of Cell trying to get the win over him, that he screams, and with that, Frieza and his death ball are sent into the atmosphere, completely disintegrated. Now you may be wondering, why didn't Frieza blow up Earth like he did in canon? Well, that's mainly just down to me wanting Vegeta to get the win over Frieza. I mean, he did kind of deserve it. And it's also a kind of comedic role reversal as Frieza's being the one shot through the chest. So I thought that'd be a kind of funny way to end off the arc. Cell returns to his training in space. However, when he tries to leave, Goku asks if he wishes to join them in their godly training on Beerus' planet. Cell brushes off this request and says that he's got someone better to train with. Unbeknownst to them, Cell has come across a certain barren planet. Yeah, that's right, I'm putting Broly in this early. Now you may be wondering, well, why are you just making this your own fanfiction? Well, I think Cell flying around the universe would sense Broly's energy if it had spiked. So I think Cell and Broly may have encountered each other if this was the case. So I think that would be quite a cool dynamic, having Cell save Broly and Paragus to have a sparring partner, kinda like Goku and Vegeta, but in this case, Cell's doing it to benefit himself and to see what Broly's really like as a fighter, as they have similar gains in strength. But at this point, we're going to get into the Universe 6 saga. So what did you think of this first part of this scenario? I know it's very shakily recorded. Bear in mind, I'm recording this at like 6 o'clock in the morning and I haven't slept, so hopefully the next part will sound a bit more fluid, so apologies if that came off as a bit irritating and a bit of a bad start for the channel, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I will probably make another part of this, and hopefully I'll make some more what ifs. But anyway, thank you for watching the video, and I shall see you next video. Goodbye.